Good to see Anders waking up out there in the Netherlands. You have activated my very messed up voice right now. But good to see you. Good morning. It's morning here too, but the sun hasn't rose yet. Morning here too, but the sun hasn't rose. Felt like, let me go for a little walk. Who are the other two people who are watching? Let's have everybody comment. If you have any questions on how I make stuff work, this is your broadcast to do it. We'll be on for like 20 minutes. Do a little 20. Did you get notifications, Anders? Did you get notifications? Welcome. Two people too scared to comment. Scared to comment. Don't you comment? Notification on YouTube. Thank you so much, Anders. Awesome. Notifications have been somewhat fixed. What is going on here? Driving on the sidewalk. Driving on the fucking sidewalk. What the fuck is that all about? Came rolling up on me like he's a cop. The two other people got scared off. So like, we can't watch this. He's talking to us. He is talking to us. I learned some things today. I've learned some things that were asked yesterday in my stream, and hopefully Laurie, if she's staying up late, tunes in. So I have an answer for her about the time capsule. And yeah. When I had a great day after work. Great afternoon with the wife. Went to bed very early. And now I am wide awake like I have to go to work. So I said, let me eat some cake. Let me eat some cake and finish the Gatorade. I forgot my bag. And I'll do a little walk around for you guys. I gotta go to the bank anyway, get some money for us. For mañana. So we're gonna go to the bank at the end of this broadcast. Wow, people playing basketball at this hour? Yeah, people playing basketball at this hour. Crazy. Who is the other person watching? We're back to 2. We have Anders and who else? I'll go down to the waterfront for everybody. So at least on replay it looks half entertaining. But yesterday we were at the Red Bull Music Festival in Dino's Wonder Wheel Park. And truth be told, the closing act, not very good. I decided to head out there because the closing act was a little, not gonna lie, was a little lame. Kind of like a DJ hip-hop thing. And very interesting. So I was like, you know what, let me get out of here. I had no voice at that point. And I wanted to lay off my voice for a little bit. So back up to 3 people. Who are the 2 people who haven't commented? I bet you're the same people who tuned out. They have tuned back in. Here's the thing I don't like about YouTube sometimes. You don't know who's in the room. I wish I knew who was in the room. Anyway. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun last night. Very weird acts. King's Kid, a.k.a. Laurie. King's Kid 1776, good to see you. A.k.a. Laura. Awesome, good to see you, Laura. King's Kid, thanks for changing the channel from YouTube. Thanks for changing the channel. As you see, this stream is very Periscope-like. You have the comments on the screen. Latency not too bad, but my voice is shot. My voice is completely shot. And I'm trying to get it back, but let's see how long it takes. Let's see how long it takes to get my voice back. But good to see you. From Periscope. Awesome. Thanks for changing the channel. I know a lot of you guys have followed me over here, and I really appreciate that. It's better quality, right? I mean, look at the quality of the video. Come on. Look at that. It's like the quality is so good on this thing. I was watching some of it last night. Some of the stuff from last night tonight. And I was amazed by how good it looked. Especially using this little add-on app so that you can see the comments and all that good stuff. And plus I have a little signal indicator. I have a bunch of stuff that I don't have on anything else. I could change my bit rate. So I know when we're in real deep kind of broadcasts where signals issues are coming up, I could adjust. Good to see you, Clover. Good to see you. Trying to get my voice back. Don't have a voice right now, so somebody robs me, I can't scream. I think I lost my voice because of John Mouse. And I noticed that the microphone picked up something vastly different than from what I was hearing. For me, personally, the vocals from the lead singer were a lot louder than what came out here on the video. And if you were in the Wonder Wheel ride video here on YouTube, that video did get taken down because of the pre-recorded music. Oh, that's awesome, Laura. Oh, awesome. That's annoying when the keyboard doesn't work. It's annoying. But yeah. So if you watched if you were in live riding the Wonder Wheel yesterday, that was a special video that will never, unfortunately, get to see the light of day ever again. Got a little slap on the wrist from YouTube. Like, all right, guy, video's not going up. Blocked in all countries. Yeah. Yeah. I actually got an email from YouTube about that. They sent me an email telling me who the copyright holder was and what minute of the video was the offending minutes. What annoys me is that I was talking over the music the whole time. And I think if you talk over the music, obviously you can't make a copy of it. But that's why I'm doing this video, so people know. So people know, the people who watched it last night, they know what's up. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. But yeah, it was funny. But even by the time I got home last night, the email was already sent. So I actually read the email in the cab ride home. Thought it was funny. It's like, really? I could have the whole John Mouse concert, right? We could have the whole John Mouse concert, but we can't have pre-recorded John Mouse. Exactly. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I knew about John Mouse. I knew about Superstar and Star. Everyone else in the bill, I had no idea who was playing. Had no idea. So I like legit had no idea. And like the closing act was supposedly like a really famous guy. I never heard of him. It was like a really lame DJ. Like he was singing over everything, and it was just so, it was odd, and there was nobody in front of the fucking stage. Nobody. Everyone like cleared out. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna follow everyone. Let me save my $6, not buy an extra beer, and skedaddle. And by the way, I almost live streamed this. Two little hipsters. Now, mind you, I would give them a pass if they were women, if they were females, because Coney Island is that kind of place. But two hipsters, men in their 40s, or maybe 50s, but I'm going to say probably 40s, maybe mid 40s, they tried to steal my Uber. They tried to steal my Uber. Like, legit. They just tried to walk in on it. And I was like, dude, are you for real? I got so upset. And then they're like, oh, can we share the ride? And I'm like, no. Oh, sorry. Ridiculous. And I want to laugh, but I'm coughing. So, this is what happens. These guys, right, they see me standing on the corner, and they must have saw me put in like an address. Like I put in the address for Coney Island, USA, the Freak Bar. So I'm putting in the address, I click it, and then like the car goes. And I'm like talking out loud to myself. Good to see you, Guy Heyman. So I'm like, all right, car's on its way. And then these two guys, and the only reason why I noticed them is because they began smoking cigarettes, like right next to me. I was standing on the corner. They start like right next to me smoking cigarettes. And I'm like, okay. And then one of them I noticed had the Uber app open. So I'm like, okay. Exactly, Clover. I think so, man. They were like douchey guys. They were like in general douchey guys. So Guy Heyman, to recap, a couple of middle-aged hipsters attempted to steal my Uber last night. It was the most ridiculous shit. And I had this voice too, so I couldn't really get like my crazy loud voice going. So, anyway, the cab's coming up. And I'm watching it on the app. So I know the car is like around the corner and coming down the block. So then I call out the number, like kind of in my voice, like not a loud voice, but in my voice. And it's like T370 or something like that. The first 4 digits. And so guy's pulling up. And as I'm walking over to open the door, and I say my name too. I say Carford Dutch, and the guy's like, yeah. As soon as I open the door, one of the guys walks around to the other side, opens the door, and just gets in. And I'm looking at him like, do I know you? And he's like, oh, this is our car. And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I tell the Uber driver, I was like, this is for Dutch, right? And he's like, yeah, this is for Dutch, going to Bay Ridge. So the guy, so then he goes, his friend wants to get into the passenger seat in the front. He's like, has the door open. So his friend goes, "Oh, we're sharing this ride. We're sharing this ride." And I'm like, "No, we're not. We're not sharing this ride. Did you get this as a share ride?" And he goes like, "No, this is you." So they're like, then they look at me kind of like in like this sad kind of look. Like they wanted me to feel pity for them. And they're like, "Oh, can you do us a favor?" And I'm like, "No, you just got into my freaking car. And now you want me to share the ride?" And then just for shits and giggles, I asked where they're going. And they're like, "Oh, we're going to like North 10th Street in Kent." So I go right away. It's like, "Fuck that shit. No, get out." And then I guess I was frustrated at that point. Exactly, just ask before next time. Actually, you said that too. I said, why couldn't you be a man and tell me, because you were standing right next to me smoking those disgusting cigarettes. So, yeah, they got out, and because then the Uber driver got upset, and the Uber driver was just like out. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So they get out. They give me like this sad look, and I'm like, am I supposed to feel bad for you? Like, you have all this expensive clothes on. You obviously have money. You're coming to my neighborhood, and you're gonna like, no. And I wonder if they have gotten away with that before in the past, where they just hop in somebody's ride, and then they try to split the fare. But that was almost the highlight of the night, because then I was just like, I want to go home. They really have, Guy Hammond. They really have. People are really selfish. Some people are just, in general, really selfish. I had a lot of people today. Good to see you, Lorenzo. Haven't watched in a while. It's all good. We had live music last night, and I have no voice right now. I could imagine Guy Hammond on the roads of America. But it was an interesting end to an unbelievably fun night. Got a police boat down here on the waterfront. Got a police boat. Wonder what's going on. I wonder what's going on. But the Uber driver, once we got going, he was such a nice guy. He was such a nice guy. He was like, last job of the night, ready to go home. Such a nice guy. And for some reason, he was like apologizing. I was like, no need to apologize. I ended up very well, because it was just like, get the fuck out. Order your own damn Uber. But the Red Bull Music Festival was a lot of fun. Rode the Wonder Wheel. How many times did I rode the Wonder Wheel? Like 3 times? That alone is worth the $25. And I stopped the zombies. I hung out with Crazy Coney Island Kid for a little bit. Yeah, the kindness needs to come back desperately. Had a lot of people today in the streets of New York attempting to follow the tour today, because tomorrow's the big 5-borough bike tour. Something like 40,000 bicycles are going to go over this bridge tomorrow, and the whole street's shut down. 42 miles. I hate doing that ride because it's a lot of newbies who ride the ride, but they were all out today. There were people from all around the world out on bikes. My bike tours were luckily, mercifully, not very full, so I only took like about a dozen people over the bridge today, in 2 tours. So luckily, I wasn't too busy, but there was just a lot of people on bicycles, and I'm gonna get me some Tylenol. I actually have Tylenol cold and flu. I'm gonna get some Coricetin maybe, because I know if I hit this when I'm sleeping, I could knock this out. I don't think tomorrow I'm going to be able to stream. Good to see you, Joey. Here's what I sound like without no voice, Joey. I do need a vacation. Me and the wife have been talking about that, actually, that we need a vacation. We wanted to have a day to ourselves. We had an afternoon to ourselves today after work. We met up in the afternoon, and then we both went to bed incredibly early. I actually had a chalupa earlier today. I had a chalupa earlier today. How about that? No, my throat. It's my throat. It's my throat. If I have a sinus infection, I get a migraine. So that's not good. Yeah, antibiotics. Yeah, I think so. I do need it. But yeah, I find it funny that I get a video taken down for pre-recorded music, but then if I show a whole live performance, oh, by the way, that has a story too. By the way, the main act for John Mouse has a story also. Evidently, these people knew I was live streaming. They didn't mind it. Just one rule, and Joey's gonna get kicked out of this one. I only had one rule. I couldn't use the gimbal. They were like, "You have a gimbal?" Like, yeah, I have a gimbal. No, don't use the gimbal. So what happened was, it's a major night, awesome. So what happened was, I get to that spot right in front of the stage, and then I put the phone in a gimbal. And this is the most ridiculous night last night. So then I'm setting it up, and I'm literally about to press the one button to go live, right? And this guy comes over with the headset. You know, he's like security, but he's not security. He's like somebody who's doing the show. And he goes, "Oh, are you gonna video it?" And I go, "Oh, I'm gonna live stream it." "Oh, I thought that's what you were doing." Because he saw me, like, if you saw the Periscope, I was a little loud, I was a little crazy on the Periscope. We had a beer on the Periscope. So evidently that tipped people off. And so he had an idea that I was live streaming. So he goes, "Oh, no, you can live stream. Just don't use the gimbal." And I was like, "For real? No gimbal?" It's like, no, just no gimbal. And I was like, okay. So I did all the shots handheld, and I think they came out better because it was handheld. It makes no fucking sense. It really doesn't. It makes absolute no sense. And now, mind you, we rode the Wonder Wheel, and there was pre-recorded music on the Wonder Wheel. The video with pre-recorded music gets taken down. I don't get a strike, luckily. I just got a copyright notice, and the video was taken down. But then an entire live performance of the headlining act. I thought I was going to get in trouble. No. It's still up. I was monetized. It's monetized. I am getting bigger and bigger. Absolutely. So I'm going to go viral eventually. I could have made thousands with the gimbal, yes. It would have looked more professional. Yeah, the algorithm never picked it up. No. I think it's because the lead vocals were completely washed out. For some reason, the phone wasn't picking up the lead vocals. Personally, in my opinion, I think it makes it sound cooler. I watched that thing last night before I went to bed, and I was like, oh my God, it sounds so tripped out. Because when I was there, you know, with my ears, I could hear the vocals a lot louder than what you guys heard them on the YouTube. But it looked freaking cool. Standing next to the smoke, maybe that messed up my voice, standing next to the smoke machine. And you guys have no idea, when the spotlights hit my face, that is one thing you guys did not see. At times I was filming and I was like this. I was like doing this and using the phone to block the light going straight into my eye. Drink some tea with honey. Yes. I think I will drink some tea with honey. But freaking hilarious last night. But Lori asked about the time capsule. Lori last night asked about the time capsule buried underneath the original Astor Tower, and I have an update. So when Astroland closed, 2 years ago, 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 2 years a And Joe Sitt brought that Dreamland for 1 year, that horrible, crappy Dreamland park. There was an article by the Brooklyn Courier, and in the article, it said that the time capsule was lost. Well, one of the people who organizes and directs the Coney Island History Project talked with me on Facebook, and she said that it's evidently still buried underneath where the Astro Tower was. They had to build a pretty heavy-duty foundation with reinforced concrete and all that stuff, and evidently it's like deep within the ground, within this concrete encasement, this reinforced concrete encasement, and there is no plans to even remotely dig it up because it's just going to be too much work. So the time capsule is most likely still buried underneath Luna Park. Underneath now the gift shop is a gift shop now where the original Astro Tower used to stand. So that is our update for that, which is exciting. No, it's inside concrete. It's inside reinforced concrete, like 12, 15 feet below the ground. So it's like really deep. The flood can't take that out because it's inside like a box. How it was described to me was think of a concrete box with reinforced concrete and, like steel eye bars. What's inside of it? There is a list, and I forgot already. There's a bunch of stuff from 1964 in there. There's a bunch of stuff from 1964 when the park, or 1963 when the park opened up. So I will have to look that up. There is a list. There is a list of what's in there online. So not too hard to find out. I'm supposed to remember that, but I didn't remember that. So I wanted to tell you guys what was inside of it. My mind is drawing a blank. All right, so I gotta get money, and I have to get cockroach spray because our upstairs neighbor did not take the exterminator this week. Oh, you went to the World's Fair in '64? So you were a baby. You're like 5 years old. 5, 6 years old. The time capsules for the World's Fair are still there. From '39 and from '64. Somebody revving engines. Oh, somebody's getting jumped. Remember the jumping up the cables? So Joey, if you're still in the room, would you like to know how to make all this happen? When did they open the 39? It's something like 5,000 years from now. Right? The latency is low, right? It's almost like Periscope, right? It's almost like Periscope. So Streamlabs app is the app I'm using. They seem to have more updates for Android than iOS. Do I remember McGinnis? I don't remember McGinnis, no. McGinnis Humboldt. I know McGinnis on Humboldt Street in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. So I think I am too young for that. So Streamlabs app gives you, no, you can't use it for Periscope. No. Eventually you will be able to use this on Periscope. From what I read, eventually you'll be able to use this on Periscope. There is a way you could use an aspect of this on Periscope through OBS. Exactly. That's what's going to be enabled, is you'll be able to stream here and on Twitch and on Periscope at the same time and have all the comments like you see on the screen right now. So that is coming up. That connectivity is coming together. But if you go into your hop on a laptop. Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you, Chris Stratter. Good to see you. If you go hop on your laptop or your computer, whatever, and log into your Creator Studio. Click on the live streaming page, and then you will see boxes for like the title, tags, and all that. And you could actually title a live stream from there. And you could even add tags and all that. What up's tonight? Just walking around. And basically what you could do is you could pre-set up your stream at your house. But this is why you want to log in using a laptop. There's a section for the comments. And the section is for the latency of the text. Yeah, see, exactly. You save it for when you go live. And what you do is there's like a setting for like normal latency, high latency, low latency, and then there's another one for ultra low. I can imagine. Yeah, if you set it to ultra low latency, that's how you get the fast latency here on YouTube. That's how you get the fast latency. And you don't need to use the Streamlabs app to do that. The Streamlabs app is good because if you're in a bad area for a cell phone signal, I prefer YouTube Live. The Streamlabs app is nice because, as you see, you got the comments on the screen here. But also, on my end, I could see how many frames per second I'm broadcasting, if my signal is good, and I could actually change my bit rate during a broadcast. So if I know that you guys are telling me, hey, it looks all pixelated, I could lower the bit rate, and everything will work out fine. And then if I know if I'm in a good cell phone connectivity area, I could up the bit rate. And you could up the bit rate so high that you have it like in like real nice HD. So like real clear. You hear strep throat? Yeah, no, this is not strep throat. I just try to always project my voice. This is gonna go away in 2 days. If I had strep throat, I wouldn't be able to talk at all. The cockroaches will survive a nuclear blast. Absolutely. Absolutely. The roaches will absolutely survive a nuclear blast. Absolutely. Oh yeah, no, I'm only using it in my kitchen. Well, we don't like to spray anything in the bedroom. That's one thing about the wife. She doesn't like any chemicals in the bedroom because we sleep there. So no chemicals for the bedroom. We're only using this in the kitchen and maybe the bathroom, but we gotta hit up the kitchen because our neighbors upstairs didn't. Did you eat a cockroach once? Was it covered in chocolate? Yeah, we use like. She has like this thing, like a potpourri thing that, if there were ever bugs around, it keeps out the bugs. It's a very natural thing. It was living awesome. But yeah, Burning Man. Yeah, Burning Man over there. Oh, it burns their legs. They used to have this thing, Joe, you might have heard of it, Delta Dust. I got Delta Dust a long time back And good, I got him. I was able to get Delta dust before it was banned here in New York. Exactly, yeah, they knew the drill, yeah. Yeah, our upstairs neighbors did not allow the exterminator in today. So, no, not angel dust, Delta dust. Delta dust sucked. I used Delta dust. I thought it was really good. You put that stuff at the base of your couch, and you will get like nothing. But I know it was like I know the Delta dust was like a temporary solution. I knew that. Yeah, boric acid is better. Get some boric acid. All right, let's go to the store. Well, let's go to the bank first. Then we go to the store. Angel lets me have a point, yeah. Yeah, that works, right? Got some pest control experts in the broadcast. Okay, already a half hour through the broadcast, wow. It's easy to make time fly on the live stream, I tell you. It's easy to make time fly. Time just flies when you're on this thing. Yeah, get some, yeah, we have insect glue. We don't like insect glue too much. We just block things and we, yeah. Wow. She had a lot of perfume on. I was going to say she has a lot of cologne on. She had a lot of perfume on. She smells like she's ready for business. Yeah, I gotta try some fentanyl. Yeah, bait stations are crap. The problem is that we have like a little gap. We had a hole, but now we have a gap between our radiator in the kitchen and the wall. Don't roaches eat wiring in your TV? I don't think so. I don't think they do. If they did do, that would suck. That would suck so bad. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do tomorrow morning. Actually, we have the steel wool ready to go. We're gonna do steel wool, and that's what we picked up today on our romantic afternoon today. We picked up some steel wool. We went shopping. We went shopping for stuff, and the one thing we forgot was the bug spray. Yes, that's what my wife likes to use, actually. She likes to use the peppermint oil. And actually, peppermint oil is good for roaches also. But very kinky. Our super romantic day of going shopping after work. And then we came home and we watched some of my YouTube videos. And then we watched Casey Neistat's new video. We're anticipating. We haven't listened to the podcast yet. We do want to be kind of like really cheesy and only listen to Casey and Candace's podcast together. So we haven't listened to the podcast yet. Casey Neistat, by the way. So they do run for the hills with peppermint oil. Yeah, they really do. We have some of that also. Like peppermint oil we would use in the bedroom. Like that we would use in the bedroom. But then she has like this other thing. It's like a potpourri thing. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a candle. You burn it, and evidently the roaches and everything else they don't like it. So, but our upstairs neighbors are horrible. Our upstairs neighbors have like a lot of children, so we know that the apartment's not very clean. So we're constantly like, it's like it comes in waves. It's like the Olympics. It comes like every few months. It's like really bad. Put a drop on the floor and what? I don't know. I have seen flying roaches in my apartment. In my apartment. Yeah, Roach Olympics. Good to see you, Susie May. It's like once you forget about it, they like the Olympics, they come right back. Look, my eyes are bloodshot. I'm coughing so much. Yeah, there you go. Oh, they're playing YMCA. YMCA. This is like Joe's apartment. Every 6 months, 4 months, got a tiny little bottle. Yeah, I got like a bottle, a little bottle. All right, let's go shopping. We have money for me and the missus tomorrow. Wifey has lunch money for tomorrow now. My wife is in the middle of doing a big demolition job on a multi-million-dollar apartment, and she's posting these. She's sending me these pictures, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't envy her at all. She is so busy. Let me take this off the stand here. What am I buying, you guys? Bug spray. I'm buying you guys some bug spray right now. I feel like I did this a few hours ago. Oh, I should get some more suntan lotion. I'll get some tomorrow. I like Raid. I know, Clover, I know. You seem to like Raid. And we get... This is the one that we get. This is the one we get. Yeah, play with toys. We get this one. Is this okay? And a flying insect version. No, right? Yeah. It's very temporary, right? It's very temporary. It works for like a day. Even though I know they come back. Very, right? Yeah. Yeah. We had this exterminator in there. Yeah, it's false advertising. And it's false advertising, Chris. Yeah, roaches do love paper. That's why we had to throw, I keep on telling B&H, don't send me that catalog, and they keep on sending me that stupid catalog. All right. Yeah, on contact. Yeah, it's true, on contact only.
You have Logan's card?
No. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, roaches are pretty nasty. Yeah, you love their commercial. You like B&H's commercials. Sanitation is key for German roaches. That is absolutely true. Yeah, that's why we don't like it. Like when we get all our junk mail and everything. It's like, and then because we're not home, it piles up sometimes. So it's like when I got the B&H book today, I got so pissed off. I was like, look at all this waste of paper for like 2 articles and like 150 pages of like lens caps. Yeah, exactly. Well, Chris ate roaches. Chris ate live roaches, he said. Chris Stratter said he ate live roaches already. Earlier in history. I know you would make a killing out here, yeah. Like my building's 100 years old, so like our building has a lot of quirks, and it doesn't help. Like it doesn't help when neighbors like aren't clean, and yes, they do like human poop. It doesn't help like when people like aren't clean, like in your neighbors' apartments, because like we have ceiling fans. Sometimes that stuff comes through the ceiling fan, which is, I know it sounds really disgusting, but we have our ceiling fans all like cocked up. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna go upstairs. Does anyone broadcast live from the roof? Maybe Ron Waxman. That's right, absolutely. All right, guys. I'm gonna go say hello to my beer friend over here, get some beer for the night. But have a fantastic day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish your moment, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. And of course they come out of toilets. I've had water bugs come out of toilets. I'll see you later, Susie, May, and Joey, and Clover, and Chris, Cody, all you guys. The number is correct, 5 people. Guy Heyman, driving Rosewood. Thank you so much, Clover. You will make a killing out here in New York one day. Always, every night. Every night he's from the roof. I'll see you guys later, folks. Bye-bye.